Yeah, this bitch tripping today, boy. Yeah, they tripping. So bam, right? I know y'all see all these new cases of HIV breaking out everywhere by the thousands. I know y'all see it. And then I just be wondering, do y'all remember a year ago when I asked Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, was this their intention? Now Trump in office and all these cases of HIV breaking out, man. I told y'all what it was, man. They are spreading this shit on purpose. They can't ask for funding if they ain't got new cases. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. I be trying to tell y'all shit. Y'all don't be listening though. Y'all be on some other shit like I'm crazy. And here it is, a year later. Now we got all these new cases by the thousands of people popping up with HIV. I asked them a year ago, I said, man, is this y'all intention to keep spreading this shit on purpose? This is what they do. But don't nobody want to talk about it till they ass sick. Till they ass got it. You see what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to talk about it till they the ones with it. Real talk. In June of 2024, I was out on the streets, homeless, and I asked Joe Biden and Kamala Harris on my live, I said, is y'all intentions to spread this HIV to more people? I asked them that, and now here it is 2025, and there are all these cases of people popping up with HIV by the thousands, like 20,000, 30,000. Like they say, it's 37,000 people newly infected HIV cases in North Carolina. That shit ain't no coincidence. How do you think they keep asking for more money for Hawkwood? They're asking for $505 billion for Hawkwood funding. They ain't asking for that money because they plan on stopping the spread of the virus. No, they asking for that money and they gonna ask for more money next year. That's what they do. But you know, meanwhile, ain't nobody paying attention. And more people is being purposely infected with this virus. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody gives a fuck. Just imagine going to your doctor and your doctor purposely infects you with this shit. You see what I'm saying? Imagine that. Imagine going around telling people like, hey, a medical provider purposely infected me with HIV, and everybody looking at you laughing, and then years later, people are popping up by the thousands with new cases of HIV. That shit ain't no coincidence. But you know, some people like to say I'm crazy. Some people like to say I don't have no psychic gifts. Some people like to say I don't have no talent. People like to say a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, I called that shit. I called that shit, and it's only gonna get worse. They only gonna continue to spread that shit. So, for everybody who is paying attention, be vigilant and protect yourself. And that includes when you go into your doctor's office. Protect yourself, because ain't no 37,000 cases of HIV, newly infected cases of HIV just popping up from people fucking. Real talk. That shit is purposely being spread. And it's purposely being spread to ethnic groups. You know, somebody lost their running shoes. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am? Okay, thank you. Thank you. But you know, I don't know, man. I don't know how what to say about that shit other than I told y'all this shit was finna happen. That's the only thing I know to say. Because I told y'all, I said this shit when I was homeless last year. I said it. And everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. Now, I wake up this morning and I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see a girl on there talking about 37,000 new cases of newly infected HIV patients in North Carolina. 37,000? Nah, bro. Don't nobody get that for fuck. Ain't no 37,000 people fuck. The same people are fucked in the same circle. And now 37,000 new cases of HIV. Nah, bro. They did that shit on purpose. That was purposely given to the people. And I don't know. It's like people like to be slow. Like people like to be dumb and stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your focus out the gun, man, and get your focus on what's really going on, man. These people is intentionally killing us. You know what I'm saying? We are being exterminated like rats and roaches, nigga. But don't nobody want to talk about that. Too many people want to pop their ass on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Shake their ass and show their motherfucking BBLs. You know what I mean? Real talk. Too many people want to have fun and stick their dicks in something wet versus actually paying attention to the fact that we are being exterminated. 37,000 new cases. There's no way that you could look at that number and be like, oh yeah, they was just all fucking. No, 37,000? That's a lot of people. And all of them to pop up with HIV new cases, 37,000 new cases. Come on, bro. At what point do we decide that, you know, damn, you gonna run the truck? At what point do we decide that, you know, our lives are more valuable than the fame? You know what I mean? At what point do we decide that our lives are more valuable than the fame or the notoriety that we get from staying asleep? 37,000 new cases of HIV. And this ain't the first time I done heard a number that big. A few months back, it was one man, he was on here talking about all the new cases that happened in Texas. And all I can think back to is that day when I was sitting outside in the park and I was talking about this shit on my live, and I was really, really going in about it. And people was laughing and joking and saying I was crazy. You know, the commenters, you know what I'm saying? They come in, they try to throw people off. Oh, this bitch crazy. She's homeless. She's on drugs. She's this. She's that. But here we is, a year later, and new cases is increasing by the thousands, tens of thousands, not just, 2,000, 3,000. Nigga said 37,000. That's not no small ass number, man. 37,000. I don't know. It's just sickening to me. You know what I'm saying? Because what really makes it sickening and disgusting to me is the fact that this shit is being done on purpose. It's not 37,000 new cases of HIV from fucking. That's 37,000 cases of newly infected HIV patients from people being purposely infected with the virus. There ain't no way. I don't know. I just, you know, I urge y'all to open y'all eyes and pay attention to what's being done. I urge y'all to, you know, hear truth when truth is being spoken. You got to think about when you going in these doctor's offices, man. You got to really protect yourself. You got to really be on your job. And it ain't even just the doctor's offices. It's just, we have too much trust in a system that was never created for us. And I think that in order to create a sense of longevity for our children, and just to create an atmosphere where they can actually survive this system, we got to start having conversations that make us uncomfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to start talking about things that we're not comfortable talking about. And unfortunately, HIV is one of those things. So, it's just me, Kneonja, just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all before this shit was going to happen, and now it's happening. What is it going to take for us to actually have a real conversation about it?